Hey guys, KaptainArby here, what is up? Back in early November, I went on a cross-country road trip with my best friend Levi and posted the vlog here on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. And now I'm proud to present the footage from my journey back across the country by train. If you find yourself enjoying the video, feel free to leave a like. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing and hitting that bell to be notified about future uploads. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. So if you saw the first vlog that I posted about this trip, you will know what is going on. If not, highly recommend you go check it out. But just as a quick little summary, in case you don't feel like watching it quite yet, I traveled across the country in a road trip with my best friend Levi from Central New York to Los Angeles, California. We made a couple pit stops along the way, both to sleep and to visit friends and family. And finally we arrived here in LA, and they moved into their new home. If you don't know, I have a physical disability, and that disability is not a visible one. But nonetheless, it makes plane travel very painful for me. I've only ever been on a plane once, and while you may be like, oh, you could try it again, the experience was hellish. I would not do it again if I had the choice. I had the opportunity to be able to take a train instead to get back home. So that's what we're doing. I am taking this train, the one I'm on currently, from LA to Chicago. That'll be about a 2-day trip. And then I'll be taking my final train from Chicago to Central New York, back to my hometown. So I figured I'd bring you guys along with me, and it seems like we might be leaving soon if you hear that rumbling. But yeah, I'll take you guys along with me on this trip, on my first ever real train ride. I can get into that later, why it's worded that way. But yeah, until then, let me show you around the place. So right off the bat, obviously, here's the door. I've got it covered with a curtain for now. Right when you walk in, to the left, you have these mirrors and a little sink. You've got some little spaces down here. This has quote-unquote facial tissues in here, and then washcloths, a little trash can, and then other amenities, another roll of toilet paper, some lotion, shampoo, conditioner. We have a little spot for cups up here. That is not full, but that's totally fine. We have a seat over here, big ass mirror. This area right here is supposed to turn into 2 beds. This is supposed to be a bed, and this is supposed to be a bed. I've yet to figure out how to make this into a bed, but I figured I'll figure it out when the time comes. We have the windows that I've currently got open. I might close them because there are people standing down there and it feels a little freaky. Let's close those for now. I can open those back up once we get away from the station. We have a shelf up here above the seat that has a towel for me. We have several coat hooks. I've got some of my stuff hanging. This is mostly stuff that I didn't plan on getting. Like I got ice packs for in case I get a migraine, which actually I desperately needed when we stopped in Utah, because I got a really bad migraine. Some souvenirs and things like that. We have my jacket up here. And then, if we open this, we have the bathroom. I don't know how to turn on a light in here unless it's like a push thing.
One eternity later.
Oh, I'm silly. There we go. So this is the bathroom. It is a combination of a toilet and a shower. Very cramped it seems, but it does the job. Looks like I pressed that to flush, I'm assuming. Got some more towels up there, got another hook. And it says on several places around the room, if I need anything at any point, like if I need another towel, if I need more toilet paper, whatever, I can ask someone. Knowing me, 1, I probably won't need any of that. 2, oh my god, we're moving, I didn't even realize. We're moving. Oh my god, that was freaky. I didn't even realize. But knowing me, I won't need anything extra because I'm not going to be on here crazy long. But yeah, that was the tour. I will check back in with you guys either when it's time to eat, if there is a time to eat tonight, and or when I go to make the bed and things like that and go to sleep. But for now, enjoy some B-roll of the outside of the train. this is a learning experience, to be sure. So I mentioned before that this is my first like technical full train ride, or at least a train ride like this. In my hometown, we do something called the Polar Express. If you've seen the movie, you'll probably know what's coming. But if not, the Polar Express is a movie where this magical train comes in the middle of the night on Christmas Eve, picks up all these kids, goes to the North Pole to see Santa, and then returns the children. So it's supposed to be like this magical experience and everything. It's very cool. There are a lot of very iconic scenes from it, and me as a film major, I know as well, it's also very well known for the fact that the characters in it have the uncanny valley effect. But I was part of our Polar Express experience in my hometown. So what that means is this train would pick up these families. They would pay to go on the train. They would pick up these families, and I was an elf on the train. So us elves would go from train car to train car. We'd sing with the kids. Obviously couldn't dance with the kids because the car was moving. But we'd sing with the kids. We'd talk with them, get to know them a little bit, ask them the things like, what do you want for Christmas? Are you excited to see Santa? Were you good this year? Typical things like that. And there were cute little things as well, like nods to the movie. Like every kid getting a golden ticket with a bell attached to it. I think in the movie, the whole thing is that everyone has a golden ticket, and each of them is like stamped with different words, right? And then the main character in the movie, he got his golden ticket and he got a special bell from Santa. But all the kids got bells on our train. It was just that whoever Santa chose got, I think, a bigger bell. But not only did they get these bells and everything, but they also got complimentary hot chocolate once they got off the train and back to the station. We essentially did a big loop. We would go out to this area a little ways away so that, they had the experience of being on a train fully and got to meet the elves and everything. And then we'd go out to the space where Santa would be waiting outside with some elves. He would wave, he'd come on the train, pick someone, give them their bell, and then we'd go back to the same station. And at the station would be complimentary hot chocolate and cookies waiting for everybody. And that was the only time I've ever been on a train. It was a typical train with the seats and everything. It might have had sleeper cars, but I have no idea. I just know that the train that I was used to was just the regular seating. So this is a very new experience for me. I've seen people, go across country on trains and be on trains and things like that, but it's different when you're doing it in person. And it's different when you're doing it in person as a person with anxiety, because I'm overthinking everything. But so far it's been really cool. Again, I'm a little worried about figuring out the bed because there's like a little diagram on how to do it underneath on the bottom of the tray table, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to figure it out. If not, it's a couch, so I can just lay on the couch and sleep, and that'll be fine for me. Because I'm in a sleeper car, I also get complimentary food and drink. So I have a dinner reservation in the dining car for 7 p.m. And the way that works on this, I'm taking Amtrak, by the way, if you know what that is. But the way that it works on Amtrak, or at least on this Amtrak train, is that the person over the speakers, which I wish you guys got to hear him. He was so funny. His name is Chuck. He was explaining all the rules and how everything's gonna go, where to find exits, where to find alternate bathrooms, because my room has a bathroom because it's a sleeper car, but others do not. So he was explaining where to find the dining car, the lounge car, the viewing room, I think it was. It's literally just a car with a bunch of windows on either side for people to see the views that we pass. But yeah, so I got this dinner reservation because that's how it works on here. If you're not in a sleeper car, you pay for a reservation and you pay for the food. But if you are in a sleeper car, free reservation, free food. I can go to, there's essentially a 7-Eleven on the train. There's an area that has coffee, drinks, snacks. I have my own drinks. I don't have snacks, but I figure I'll just deal with it and just eat what they give me. But yeah, so as far as the reservations go, I'm seating group 1 at 7 p.m. So around 7, they will call for my seating group to go to the reservations, to go to the dining car, and I will eat. I will order from a menu, and it's a like group seating, so I don't sit alone. I sit with like a bunch of other random people. Hopefully they'll be nice enough and I'll be I'll be willing enough to speak, and we can all like exchange pleasantries and everything, have a good meal. But yeah, I think my only worry is that I will not eat any of what they have, but I'm also really, really hoping that they're going to cater to the children and have at least one safe food on the menu. Like, you know, literally something a child would eat. Mac and cheese, chicken tenders, you know, something very basic. I think I've made friends with I don't know if he's the conductor, but he's a guy on the train. This guy came around, his name started with a G, I can't remember the rest of it, but he was the person that showed me where to get on to find my seat, because at first I couldn't find the train, because again, first time doing this, and also the Union Station in LA is very big, very complex, so for someone who went into it for the first time, it was a lot. But Chuck informed me where my train was, he informed me where my like sleeper car was, and then he was the one that passed through and was like checking people's tickets. He had seen my ticket when I was getting on, so he didn't have to check mine, but he told me, like, he asked me if it was my first time. I said yes. So he explained where all the cars are, what to look out for, so that was really cool. I think I've made a friend there. But yeah, so I will see you guys likely when it's time to go eat, which should be in a little less than a half hour. So, see you then.
Or you can do what my coworkers do, print it out, put it on a dartboard and throw darts at it. I have the best coworkers. And most importantly, enjoy yourself, folks.
So, I just had dinner. It was pretty good, it wasn't bad. Luckily, they do have like a children's section on the menu, so I have options. They had a lot of what seemed to be really, really good food, but just nothing I would eat. The people I sat with were very nice. It was a couple around my age and an older woman. We made small talk, got to know each other. It was very nice, it was pleasant. And it's like a 3-course meal, so you get the appetizer, the entree, and a dessert as well as a drink. For me personally, I skipped the appetizer, just got an entree and got a drink and a dessert. I got the white cheddar mac and cheese for my entree, and then for my dessert I got, I think it was called blueberry cobbler cheesecake. It was very good. The cheesecake was, or not the cheesecake, the mac and cheese was kind of gummy, like it was thick, it was a lot. Like usually when I think mac and cheese I think creamy, that type of thing, and that's not what this mac and cheese was. But I'm not gonna complain, it was for kids. And probably, since nothing else is gonna happen tonight, I'm just gonna be chilling in here. I'll probably figure out if I can make the bed and lay down and watch some YouTube or something for the night, maybe watch a movie. If I can figure out how to do the bed, I'll get back to you. So, update. I have a bed. I did not have to put it up myself. The guy that I mentioned before, the security guard or whatever he may be, he came by and he knocked on my door. He's like, do you need help making your bed? I was like, yes, please. Because I did attempt to do it and I couldn't quite figure it out. And after watching him, I don't think I would have figured it out. He gave me a blanket, and I'm assuming this is supposed to be the mattress for up there. But he brought it down here, so I've got extra cushioning. It was so sweet, it was nice. Whatever your name is, thank you again, because I truly do not think I would have been able to figure it out. I was sleeping and I just got woken up by Chuck over the intercom. Good morning. Good morning. I did not sleep that great. The movement of the train and like the horn and everything was a lot to get used to, and I didn't really get used to it. But I did eventually fall asleep. I think I kind of fell asleep and then actually fell asleep. Like, you know when you close your eyes and you open them again? It's literally like, it feels like a blink and it's been hours. That's what happened. But then I think I did actually fall asleep after that, like fully. They said that breakfast is from 6:30 to 9. It is currently 7:30, so I'm probably gonna head down for breakfast soon. We are in Arizona right now. I don't know where we're supposed to end up today, so we will find out. But I do know that, as I mentioned before, we're going to be ending up in Chicago. We're going to end up in Chicago tomorrow around 2. And then we have a 6-hour layover. So I'll just be chilling in the train station for 6 hours. But yeah, I'm going to throw on a hoodie, probably go get breakfast. And I will see you guys in a while. So I got back from breakfast a little while ago. It was delicious. The car was nowhere near as full as dinner was, which was nice. I ended up being sat with some guy. We didn't exchange pleasantries, we both just ate. I didn't really want to interrupt his meal because he was already like most of the way through his meal by the time I got there. And I'm also not great at small talk, but the meal was really good. I had French toast with strawberries and black raspberries and some bacon, as well as some orange juice. It was amazing. I'll insert a photo of the like scenery outside. I didn't think to take a photo of the food. I was just like, I was hungry and I wanted it. It looked so good. We should be passing into New Mexico within the next hour or so. It looks like we've gone through the center of Arizona, I think, based on the maps. I will say though, despite being essentially in the middle of nowhere, we do have Wi-Fi. And because of the scenery outside and because of this type of scenery that I saw during my road trip with Levi, I am watching John Carter of Mars. If you haven't watched that movie, I highly recommend it. I think it's really cool. I'm pretty sure it's based off of a series of books. I kind of want to read the books at some point. I'm a little concerned because they're older. I don't know if they're gonna like live up to my expectations. But at the very least, the movie is really, really good in my opinion. But yeah, I will catch you guys in a bit. So I just had lunch. I had a Monte Cristo grilled sandwich, which was 2 pieces of French toast, which I did not realize when I ordered it, but it was fine, it was good. 2 pieces of French toast with turkey, ham, and 2 types of cheese. I know one of them was Swiss. The weather has been insane. It has been like, well, not the weather itself, but it's cold at the moment outside. It's like 47 or something, I think. And a couple of the towns we've passed have been snowed, which was insane. So it's cool but weird because as someone who grew up in the Northeast, I always pictured the Southwest states as like you would picture Texas, you know, hot, dry, don't really get rain or snow. And I'm being taught now. I'm being learned. I'm also hoping to take a shower tonight. I'm a little nervous about it because it's very cramped, but I gotta do it. So So I just had dinner with a very nice group of people. There was an older couple and then a girl about my age. It was really cool. I ate like a child. I had a hot dog and more kettle chips. But it was still really good. It was nice. I'm about to attempt a shower. I was hoping to do it at one of our stops so that I could stand up, but it seems like I really want to take a shower now because I'm already feeling a little tired. So we're gonna shower now, and also there's not really much else to do. The train doesn't have Wi-Fi, so any Wi-Fi I've been getting has just been like a few bars in passing, and currently we're teetering between 1 bar and nothing, so there's not much to do. I have Spotify Premium, so I can at least listen to music, and I've got like 1 or 2 offline games that I can play on my phone. I might draw when I get out of the shower if there's still no like service, but I figured the shower will also act as a way to like pass the time. But it seems I'm gonna have to sit because I don't know if you can see or you can hear. Anytime we really get moving, there's this door that the mirror is on. I don't know what the door is for, but it rattles. So that's rattling because we're moving quite a bit. I mean, I looked like I was drunk walking back from the dining car. I was teetering all over the place, and the older couple were behind me because they also have a sleeper. So I was like teetering back and forth, grabbing things. It was bad. So I'm gonna have to sit in the shower, which isn't a bad thing, especially because it's a tight squeeze in there anyway. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I took my shower. It was a learning process, to be sure, especially with the way we're rocking right now. I did end up sitting. The only times I would stand, because like you can adjust the shower head. You can't detach it, I don't think. It says you can, but I don't think you can. I couldn't anyway. But you can like turn it, right? And when I would like have to put shampoo or conditioner in or whatever, I would turn it so it was away from me, and that worked out pretty well. Just came back from breakfast. I got the same thing as yesterday, the French toast with bacon and a bunch of fruit. It honestly looks so good, and it is delicious. I just got back to the room, and as you might be able to tell, someone came in while I was gone and put my bed back together, which was awesome. I was figuring I was going to figure it out on my own, but I'm glad that they did it. Let's give you a look. See? So the way it was before was all of this down, and this down were totally flat, and then I had a like mattress pad on top, or like mattress topper on top. They must have put that back up there. And then my pillows, and I don't know what they did with my blanket. They might have either taken it or put it up there, but now it's all put back together again, which is good because, you know, last day on this train. So we're currently stopped. We're supposed to hit a smoke stop soon, just like a fresh air stop, so we can go outside if we want to for a couple minutes, get some fresh air, stretch our legs. Definitely planning on doing that. That's supposed to be in Kansas City, and we are, I don't remember where we are. We hit a fuel stop. That was like around breakfast, and then we hit like traffic essentially. On the railways, there's like, Chuck was saying there's a buildup of like freight trains, so we're waiting to keep going. I'm hoping this doesn't delay things too much, and I mean that across the board. I don't expect it to delay my plans all that much, just because there's a nice big layover between my trains, but I don't want it to somehow mess up my later train, you know? where I'll have to take a different train, or I'll be like a couple hours late or whatever, but así es la vida, I guess. So not a big update or anything, but we are about an hour maybe out from Chicago right now. I'm a little nervous about finding the train and everything. We haven't seen too much outside the window other than like farmland, which makes sense. We did cross the Mississippi River, which was cool. But yeah, in about an hour, maybe hour and a half, we will be in Chicago. And we will be chilling for several hours until it's time to get on the last train.
Many hours later.
Alright, we have landed for the night. I figured I'd show you around the space before I really get comfortable. It's pretty much the same layout, just smaller and like a couple little changes. So here's the bed. It's 2 chairs, as you can see from these bits. 2 chairs laying down, and then the mattress topper and the pillows and the blanket, which are all back here, were from the top bunk, which is up there. We got the windows. We have the folding tray table, which actually it came with complimentary waters, but I'm not gonna fucking drink those because they're room temperature and I'm a picky bitch. But look at this. It's got a little chess/checkerboard. So like if you for some fucking reason brought the pieces, you could play chess or checkers. I thought that was kind of funny, but also kind of cool. We have this whole armrest bit that's gonna be a little bit of a pain when it's time to go to bed, but whatever. My Dr. Pepper that I spilled a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. The water bottle then moved to put my Dr. Pepper there. So this is the toilet. It literally just like folds it up and boom, the toilet's like right in here. But it also functions as a step, which is why it folds down. I just have my snacks on it, which I'll show you my snack haul from in the lounge. We got Boom Chicka Pop, sweet and salty kettle corn, which I had some of that while we were in there. It was good. Miss Vicky's sea salt, made with love and care. And then a Luna bar, lemon zest. I'm kind of excited, but also kind of worried about this because it's a protein, like it's a nutrition bar, so I don't know how good it's gonna be. But I also like lemon flavors, so we'll see. And then this is the sink, which I'll fold this down to show you. But like, watch, the light turns on when you fold it down to like alert you, like, hey, it's down. And then there's the sink. You just lock it again. Soap, bars of soap, some hand towels, some paper cups, a mirror. And then down here we have lots of lights and things like that. So this did it by accident. That turns off that light, that blinding light up there. This turns on and off this light, but I'm not going to do that because it flickers and I don't want to bother anyone with that. This turns on this light, and the same goes for over here, same lights. The only difference is that this has the speaker volume on it, but it's turned all the way up, but I could still barely hear him when he was talking, so that's a little concerning. We have 2 fans, that one there and this one here. I've set them both to high, and then we also have a thermostat which I've set as low as they'll go because, fun fact about me, I like to sleep in the freezing cold so I can bundle up in a blanket. That's like peak comfort for me. I hate being hot when I sleep, and I also tend to get hot when I sleep. So we also have this little shelf type situation here, which has the trash in it and the little spot for the toilet paper. Now for the treacherous part. Oh, and this is also the light for up there, this right here. The door is kind of funky too. There's a window out to the hallway, and then the door there. The door is kind of funky, and then we've got the hanging stuff So time to climb. Let's see how this goes. They've got this handhold here, and then they've also got one up there. So hopefully I don't die. Oh, and then mirror light switch right there. Mirror light switch right there. But again, I'm not gonna touch those because this light also flickers. So let's climb. Okay. So up here we have a storage area where I've put some of my stuff. I'll probably put my backpack up here once I'm all settled. And then the bunk bed up here with a little curtain. And then if you saw this before, this is a track, so the bunk bed moves down, which he ended up doing to get the mattress and stuff off of here. And then it looks like there's like a little storage bag right there, which is cool. As well as your own reading light up there. I don't know if you can see that. I can't point to it because I'm holding on, but yeah, reading light up there. You also have buttons there so you can control all the lights as well. See, I'm right above the thing over there. But yeah, that's the bedroom. Let's see if I can get down without dying or knocking over my Dr. Pepper again. And safe. But yeah, that's the room. Definitely more cramped, but kind of cooler in a way. I also like that I can control the temperature. I can also close the vents if I so wish to. That sound hurts me. But yeah, that's the room. He said breakfast starts at 6, first come, first serve. That scares me because I know I'm not gonna wake up at 6. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Good morning. Alright, so I am still heading home. I am a good like 5 hours out still, I think. I just woke up not too long ago. I kept like going in and out of sleep for the past hour or so. I'm not gonna go get breakfast. Just don't really feel like it. So I'm gonna eat my Boom Chicka Pop kettle corn. And then once I get home, I'll eat something. I'll eat like lunch or something. Probably take a nap because I'm pretty tired. So just as an FYI, I'm probably not gonna record myself leaving the station. But yeah. Alright, I've made it home. Technically I made it home like an hour ago, but once we got home, I had lunch and just relaxed for a little bit. Shadow just got spooked by something. I don't know what that was. Overall, 10 out of 10 trip. Both parts of it. Yeah, I think I am really happy to be home, but I do already miss Levi, and I kind of miss seeing the country and everything, but it was fun. If you get a chance to go across the country via train or road trip with your best friend, highly recommend you do so. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It is unbelievable, and you make so many memories off of it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the vlogs. If you did and you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. I don't know how often I'll be doing vlogs because realistically I don't get out much and I don't do much. But I'm hoping to get back to some sort of regular schedule as far as recording and editing in the near future. And yeah, expect the story time on what happened in LA fairly soon. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, night, afternoon, what have you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.